I think this guy is going to break through from good player to excellent player or star player. And that's where I'm at with CeeDee Lamb. I think there's a chance that a year from now, we're talking about him as the number one wide receiver in Dynasty, as the top 5 wide receiver in Dallas, the player that you want in the second round, in the same breath as Von Diggs or Tyreek Hill or Davante Adams, that kind of player. Now, I know the wide receiver is absurdly deep, right? And it's hard to get CeeDee Lamb into your top 10 rankings this year, even in the most optimistic of forecasts. But he's my guy this year. Special talent. Volume's going to be great. Defense is going to be bad. Mostly, though, special talent. Because while role matters, obviously, in fantasy, a lot of times with wide receivers, what we've seen is that, like, wide receivers can be successful with bad quarterback play. DeAndre Hopkins did it for years, and Andre Johnson and Larry Fitzgerald did it with bad quarterback play. It does not require a great quarterback. There are also players who are one of 3 great wide receivers on a team who are just the greatest. And as a result of that, they finish with a top 5 or 7 season. Ultimately, the most important factor in production and fantasy is, are you good at the game? And that's what I believe CeeDee Lamb is. Great at the game. So he's my guy this year.
I love that. Last year, I named my team in redraft CD's TDs because I got CeeDee Lamb on my team, and I said CD's trademark. I put it on Twitter. I said, it's mine. I said, except CeeDee Lamb, you can have it. CeeDee Lamb, that's yours. Like, you're the man, you know, like, I love you. And so that take is just like one of my favorite takes. And I'm trying to get him. I got him in the second round in best ball the other day. I went Alvin Kamara, CeeDee Lamb, Allen Robinson. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so strongly about this team. So I'm with you 100%. And next year, even further down the line, this guy is going to be the alpha in Dallas. And Dak's a good quarterback. He's a really good quarterback. So you're speaking my language, Field. And then Bo, I'm going to throw it to him. He's a Cowboys fan, so he's got to love this.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I love to hear the optimism, especially when you see how special of a talent he is all the way through college and into the NFL. Falling to 17 at Dallas last year was a dream come true. And then he showed up. Like, even when he had bad quarterback play after the first 5 games, you saw the guy not really drop off. And that's what you look for. And I look to him to take over that X role this year, swapping places with Michael Gallup. And I think all 3 of these guys can go over 1,000 yards this season. We have enough volume to go around to maybe have one gigantic performance, but I think it's more likely that you're going to see all 3 guys eat. But that's
all 3 can eat, by the way, which is the part that's exciting. All 3 can.
Yep. Go Cowboys. Oh, I stole your question before. If you want to steal it back.
No, I mean, I want to know from you, Bo, who's your guy?
Oh yeah. It's well advertised. Everybody who follows me knows that I'm a Kyle Pitts. I'm as high on Kyle Pitts as anybody else in the world.
Let's go.
Kyle Pitts' projection for himself might be lower than mine, and that's probably because he comes from a working class family, so he's probably going to be modest if you asked him what he's going to do this year. So yeah, I think Kyle Pitts, his size and speed and skill, people don't give him credit for how good at receiving he is. He played tight end, he played wing, he played slot, he played X all season the last both years. He didn't qualify for the Mackey his junior or his sophomore year because he didn't have enough snaps at tight end. He would have qualified for a Mackey finalist if he had even logged enough snaps at tight end. And give this guy 125 targets this year, and there's no reason if he stays healthy that he won't score 12 touchdowns, because that's why they got him. He's a touchdown scoring machine. Even if his volume is 100 target, 850 yards, he's going to score 10 touchdowns if he's healthy. He's unguardable one-on-one. There's not a professional defensive player that can guard him one-on-one. I know that for a fact. And that's what I said. I'm predicting 85 for 1,212 touchdowns for Kyle Pitts' rookie year, which is going to smash every tight end record. But part of my hot takes article that I did about every team was Kyle Pitts is going to cause more ruckus next offseason because we're going to be arguing over whether or not he deserves to stay as tight end eligible.